everybody. Got a battle against FRaptor1, F22 Raptor. He gladly accepted my challenge today, and it was a pretty good fight. So I know he's gonna sleep powder, so I set up a light screen because it's a special attacker, and I knew he was gonna, and I didn't want anything else to go to sleep, so I just thunderbolt to break his sash because lead rose raid always has a sash unless it's scarfed. And so I bring in Nigel to scare it away, and I go with the Megahorn because it's too early, and thankfully it hits. That's pretty unlucky for him though. Hack's first turn, he misses the sleep powder, but I was faster anyways. I would have got the light screen up. He just would have had his sash, but I get stealth rock up later, so that's no big deal. So he gets a crit on the heat wave, which goes right through the light screen. So I switched to Flygon to dodge the heat wave as well as any electrical attack he might have thrown at me, and I hit him with a Specs Draco Meteor because nobody thinks Flygon is Specs, but he told me that his Zapdos was a special wall, so I kind of facepalmed there, and he smiled a little bit because he lived. And I pretty much stay in to Draco Meteor again because I don't want it to roost on my switch if I did switch, and now my priority is to get Stealth Rock set up because that Zapdos is going to die as soon as it switches in. And the Draco Meteor, despite being -1, did take a pretty decent chunk out of Swampert. So he gets up his Stealth Rock, which I figured he was going to do. And so I'm going to take this turn to set up my Stealth Rock in case he predicted that and went to Zapdos. Now Zapdos is dead. There's no way it's going to be alive. So he Hydro Pumps, and with the light screen up, that does still a good amount, but because it's Hydro Pump, I'm going to Milk Drink just until it misses because Hydro Pump eventually will miss, and that way I can Heal Bell, and I'll know I'll be leaving at least half HP, and he misses there. It happened early. It was bound to happen, and that's basically what I was doing. I was counting on hacks for that, and it was pretty obvious hacks that was going to happen. So he hits me with an Earthquake because I have light screen up, but that's not going to do anything because Miltank's a physical tank. And, oh, more Cowbell. He got some Cowbell. That's pretty funny. So I go to Maytag. That's supposed to be a Wash Rotom, but I didn't have the code. But this Rotom's a little bit faster anyways, and it's almost as tanky. So, meh. So I set up light screen. I don't know when it wore off. I wasn't paying attention. And he missed Hydro Pump again. And I set that up because I didn't want him to switch to Heatran, predicting the Will-O-Wisp first. So now maybe he thought I didn't have it. So now I've got, with light screen up and the burn, this thing is pretty crippled. So I switched to Jirachi because my priority is I want to heal some things. That's what I'm thinking about doing. And I know because of the burn, Earthquake's not going to touch me, and he knows that Hydro Pump's not going to get me. So that's cool. So he brings in P2, and it traced my Serene Grace. So now there's like double, 4 times likely Serene Grace going on the field. So I Thunder Wave, and he Ice Beams. Maybe he predicted a switch to Flygon to resist an electrical attack, but that was not the case. And I figure with all this Serene Grace and a Power Flinch, I could just see how much it did. It's not going to do a lot, I know. And I get a flinch, which is no big deal. So I switch out now. And I predicted a Thunder Wave, and I switched to Nigel knowing that he would get poison on re-entry, and he would not be paralyzed. Because if you have a Guts, like a poison is like the best status you can have. So he brings in Zapdos, which was the best use he could have made out of it, in my opinion, because he sees what I get to lock myself into, because I'm pretty sure he figured out I'm scarfed or banded at this point. So he goes to something that he knows can take the hit. And I go to, what's it called, Jirachi. I almost said Giratina, just because of the name. And he takes the Hydro Pump quite well. I never pay attention to see when these screens wear off. I really should do that. Even now when I'm watching it, I'm totally blanking. So he knows Hydro Pump. He's probably running out of PP, if that. So he's starting to hit me with Earthquake, which, he honestly, I don't think he can touch Jirachi. He later told me, like, oh, wow, you made me realize how how badly I need a Jirachi counter. And I'm like, yeah, well, that's good then. So I wish, and then U-turn as he goes to Heatran, and I heal up Nigel. And oi, if I'd have just taken the if I just close combated this thing, stuff could have gone differently. But I thought it was Scarf because so many Heatrans are scarfed. But because I switched first, and then I know I'm faster, so if I just, well, I could have two-hit KO'd the Swampert anyways. And anyways, that's past. I'm trying to think if how that could have gone differently. And I thought this was my mixed Kingdra, but it wasn't. And I thought, oh, that's no big deal. So I figured after the turn ends and the burn takes place on him, he's gonna be at less than half. So I figure a +1 max attack waterfall would KO, and I'm pretty sure it would, but it's just damage variance. And he lived. I guess I did minimum damage. And he earthquakes me. I'm pretty happy he wasn't ice beaming me because, well, it might have done the same. Special attack on Swampert's not that great, but that's his choice. And I switch out because I know he's gonna earthquake, and the burn will kill him next turn. And I just didn't want any more damage on myself with the poison because I was slowly going down. But now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't have done that because, yeah, he kills me, and this is where things start to go down. If you read his announcement, this is where things go bad. I light screen because I didn't see that many special attackers, and I figured that's what was most important. And again, I Mega Horn here. I probably should have gone with the close combat because what he brings out next is where it goes down. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh crap, he's gonna get a Swords Dance because I pretty much have to switch. But I don't know. I don't even know if a crit would have killed it, even though I am guts boosted because he 4 times resists it. And yeah, he ice punches me, so I know he doesn't have crunch. And I thought, oh, if I'd have brought Dusknoir, I could have done something. Because I so nearly brought a Dusknoir with hidden power fighting and stuff like that. And I'm just kicking myself. So now he's just slowly going through my team. Yeah, so if I had a close combat of the Roserade, it would have KO'd anyways. I mean, I had the Guts boost, and Roserade's defenses are pretty shocking. But I'm just wondering what he might have done. He said he would have extreme speeded me, but without the Swords Dance, there is a chance I could have lived. There's so many different things that could happen if I'd have just done one thing differently. But I'm pretty sure he would have won anyways. And yeah, so that's the game. That was a really, really fun game, Raptor. That was great. I'm pretty happy you accepted, and I can't wait to have a rematch. And thank you for getting me out there. People are subscribing to me. Keep on subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Bye.